I've never taken a tree down before, but fortunately I had the expert help of my friends Tom and Greg. My friend Greg brought his saw over, which actually has one of those extensions, which was really great for pruning some of the branches beforehand. I had forgotten that my saw actually had cut into some nails and screws when I was cutting some wood, and it was just too dull, so I started to make a cut, but it was just too much for it. So fortunately my friend Greg had his saw there, and he could make the main cuts for me as well.
Let's move your ladder, just in case, because the ladder can't run. That's true.
The tractor really came in handy for getting that line on it to make it stable, and we also put some good tension on it to make sure that it head in the right direction once Greg made that final cut. Tom indicated that I should start really putting the heave-ho on it, so I did so. I don't think Greg went too far into the tree, and the tractor didn't have any problem pulling it down. This shows just how much tree was actually still left and how much the tractor actually pulled down. It was quite a bit. The tree, I believe, is probably about 12 to 14 years old. It's funny how quickly they get large without you really noticing. Thinking about taking this tree down, I didn't think it would be really that big and heavy, but I was really mistaken about that. I think it was some variety of maple. At any rate, it grew very fast, and it was a very strong tree. A nice tree. I hated to take it down, but it was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I decided to move it into a place where it was a little bit easier to trim, mainly just wanted to have fun with the tractor and see how well it handled this good-sized log. I've been so impressed with the hydrostatic drive. It just enables a person to have kind of the ultimate control of handling something like this, working in the tight spaces that I do in the city like this and around all my vehicles. And it's just another example of how you can very delicately put something exactly where you want it. Now begins the fun part, hacking away.
It's fast growing.
It took me really the entire afternoon to do this. I knew it would be the hard way, and it's a good cardio workout. Lord knows I certainly need a good cardio workout. I need to lose some weight too, by the way.
Next one. Wow, good job, honey.
Back in the early 2000s, I used to do quite a bit of wood burning and cutting and splitting by hand. I had a wooden axe back then, which finally broke. And then I decided to get a fiberglass one that wouldn't break. What I didn't realize is that the fiberglass axes conduct the energy a lot more to your hands. And after working on it all day, my hands got really sore. I decided to test what I had left, give it some meager tugs. It didn't move very much, but I was kind of looking to see just how many more roots I had to work on before it was going to budge. Not there yet. This isn't the easiest way to do this job, I'm sure, but the price is right. Time for a couple more test tugs. Looks to me like it's not budging. I thought I could have some fun with a BX to just cut one root. Why not give it a try? My wife told me to flood the area with water, so we decided to do that. It probably takes days for the water to soak in to really make a tree want to come out of the ground easier, but we decided to do it anyway. Needless to say, it kind of made a mess when whacking away at that. But who knows, maybe that's why it came out and it's starting to loosen up. I thought I'd get on the pavement where I got a little bit more traction. I wouldn't be likely to slip. And it pretty much had enough by this time, so I think it's time to take it down and lay into it a little bit. I figured there's a couple of good core roots down there that are still holding it, but having a primarily clay ground, there's no way I was going to spend another day trying to dig down deeper.
Good job. Well done.